Hey there, you're probably wondering how spiders can find their way around at night, right? Well, guess what? Some of them glow like they're holding a flashlight made of glitter. You know those creepy crawlies that stick to your ceiling? Yeah, some of them have this special trick to light up in the dark. It's like they're wearing glow sticks made of silk and spider juice. And here's the kicker. They don't need eyes to see. They're like this spider version of a nightlight. They just glow and go about their business like a glow stick ninja. But wait, why would a spider want to glow? Is it for dating? For self-defense? Or is it just a weird, beautiful side effect of being a spider? Who knows, but it's definitely cool. So, next time you see a glowing spider, just remember, they're not just creepy. They're like the universe's way of saying, hey, I'm here, and I've got some light. So what exactly are we talking about? Like, what's a glow-in-the-dark spider even doing glowing in the first place? It's not like they're doing a light show or anything. They're just glowing. Like, literally glowing in the dark. So, imagine if your favorite pair of socks could glow in the dark, but instead of socks, it's a spider and it's super creepy. These spiders don't need any kind of flashlight or phone light. They just glow, like a built-in night light. But here's the question. Why would a spider even want to glow? Is it for dating, the fest, or just to scare the hell out of me? It's not like they're in a disco club or anything. They're just out there, glowing in the dark, being weird. So, in short, we're talking about spiders that glow in the dark and trying to figure out why they're doing it. And honestly, I'm not sure either. So you're like, what does this even matter? Well, imagine if your phone had a glow-in-the-dark mode but couldn't find its way home. That's basically what these spiders are doing. You're probably scrolling through TikTok, but this is the real glow-up. Think about all the stuff you take for granted like your phone lights up so you can text at night. These spiders? They're basically the original bioluminescent tech. Like, they're doing it without batteries or Wi-Fi. And here's the kicker. If we can figure out how they do it, maybe we can make better night vision gear. Or even light up your sneakers without charging. Who needs a flashlight when you've got spider tech? So yeah, it's not just about spiders. It's about how nature solves problems in ways we can't even imagine. And honestly, it's kind of cool that these little guys are basically walking light bulbs in the dark. You don't have to care about glow-in-the-dark spiders, but you should secretly be impressed. Because if they can do it, you can too, just with more silk and less battery, okay? So glow-in-the-dark spiders? Let's rewind like we're on a retro gaming level node. Back in the day, when spiders were just trying to survive, they had to be extra sneaky. They didn't have flashlights, so they had to rely on the dark. Like, hey, if I'm glowing, I'm basically a neon sign for the predators. Cool, I'm getting noticed. So spiders had to get smarter. Maybe they started using the glow as a way to find other spiders, like a spider version of a flashlight. Hey, I see you. Let's team up. Over time, some spiders evolved to glow more, or less, or even not at all. It's like, I'm not gonna be a beacon, I'm gonna be a shadow. Or maybe a ghost. So there you have it. Glow-in-the-dark spiders? They're basically like the internet of the spider world. Glow, navigate, and hope no one notices you're glowing. So, imagine you're in a dark room, and you have a glowing spider. It's like a little flashlight on a web, but instead of a flashlight, it's glowing from the inside, like a tiny lantern. It uses that glow to see its way around. But wait, how does it not get lost? Well, it's not like it's looking around. It's more like it's using its glow to light up the path, not to see. It's like if you had a flashlight on your head and you're trying to walk through a cave, but you're not looking around, you're just going straight. So it's not seeing the way, it's just making sure it can find its way. Like if you had a little light on your back and you're walking through a dark tunnel, you don't need to look around, you just keep moving. But here's the kicker, it doesn't really need to see, it just needs to know where the light is. Like if you had a light on your back, you can feel the light pulling you forward. It's like gravity, but for light. So, glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically glow-in-the-dark astronauts. They use their own light to guide them, not their eyes. It's like if you were in a dark room, and you had a flashlight on your back, and you just kept walking, no looking around. No need for eyes, just light and motion. So, first things first, these spiders are just sitting there glowing like a disco ball. They've got to set out their little light show. They basically turn on the glowy parts like a switch. It's like when you flip on a night light and suddenly the room's a different place. Oh wait, how do they even know when to turn it on? Well, it's not like they have a switch. It's more like they're carrying around a tiny flashlight in their body. The glow is kind of a built-in nightlight so they can see in the dark, but also light up the dark. And here's the funny part, they're not just glowing for show. They actually use that light to navigate. Kind of like how you might use a flashlight to find your way in the dark. It's not just a fancy party trick, it's a survival tool. But how do they control the light? It's not like they have a knob or a button. It's more like they've got a chemical flashlight. They produce a glowing substance, kind of like how you might have glow sticks for a party. It's a natural light-up stick. So, the first step in their glowy journey is just turning on the light. It's not like they're charging it up or anything. It's more like they're just letting their body do the work. It's a bit like me trying to remember where my keys are in the dark, except I don't have a glow stick. So, once the spider has this glowing trail, it's like it's holding a flashlight in its web. It uses the light to find its way back home, kind of like how you might use a flashlight to find your way out of a dark room. But wait, glow in the dark isn't just for show. It's actually a chemical reaction inside the spider's body, like when you leave a glowing stick in the dark for a while and then it starts to shine. The spider can actually control how much it glows, like adjusting the brightness on a phone screen. It's not just random light, it's like a built-in light meter for the dark. And here's the kicker, the glow isn't just for navigation. It also helps with communication. Imagine if your favorite toy had a light-up button to signal your friends. It's kind of like that. So, in short, the spider's glow is like a tiny lantern, a built-in GPS, and a secret handshake all in one. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so they're not just glowing like a neon sign. They're actually using their glow like a little flashlight. It's like when you're in the dark and you turn on your phone light to find your keys. Except these spiders are doing it with their own body light. But here's the twist, some of them can even control how bright they glow. It's like having a dimmer switch on your nightlight. They can make themselves more visible or go stealthy, depending on what they need. And guess what? They don't just glow from the inside. Some of them have special cells that store light, kind of like how you store energy in a battery. It's not just magic, it's science with a glow stick twist. So the glow isn't just for show, it's a survival trick, like a bioluminescent superhero cape. They use it to find mates, avoid predators, and maybe even trick other spiders into thinking they're bigger or scarier. So the next time you see a glowy spider, remember nature's got a light show going on, and these guys are the main act. Just don't try to light your own room with them, or you'll be the one glowing like a disco ball. So, the real secret is that these spiders don't actually glow super bright. It's more like a faint, spooky light that helps them see in the dark. Kinda like how your phone flashlight helps you find your keys, but with 8 legs and a creepy vibe. But here's the twist, the light isn't just for them. It's also like a warning light for other spiders, kind of like a neon sign saying I'm here and I'm not friendly. And guess what? The glow isn't from some special spider juice. It's actually a chemical reaction inside their bodies, like when you mix baking soda and vinegar. But way cooler, obviously. So they're basically chemical light bulbs with 8 legs, using a glow that's both a tool and a weapon. It's like a flashlight with a built-in alarm system. And the coolest part? It's not just for finding food. It's also for finding mates. So basically, they're like glow-in-the-dark spiders with their love life. So imagine you're a spider who can't see, but you're still trying to find your way home. You're like a kid who lost their shoes in a dark room, who somehow still manages to stumble back to the door. You don't need fancy tools, just a little bit of luck and a lot of patience. It's like trying to find your way through a maze blindfolded, but with 8 legs and a very strong sense of direction. Quick word from our sponsor. If this sounds like something you'd enjoy, take a look at the Stanley Quencher 40 Oz tumbler. There's a link and a QR code on screen right now, and in the description below. Alright, back to it. The glow-in-the-dark stuff is basically like having a tiny flashlight on your body. It's not super bright, but it's enough to light up the path and help you avoid falling into a puddle or getting stuck in a spiderweb. It's not like you're using GPS or a map. It's more like you're using glow to feel your way through the dark. It's like trying to find your way through a dark forest with only a glow stick and a really good sense of smell. So in the end, it's not about being super smart. It's about being a bit of a glowsick, leggy, dark-welling detective. And honestly, that's kind of cool. You think it's just glowing, but it's actually like a tiny flashlight. Spiders use their own light to see in the dark. It's like they have a glow stick in their head, but it's way cooler. They don't just glow, they also use the light to find their way. It's like having a tiny lantern to light up the dark corners of the cave. They're not just glowing, they're mapping the dark. They also use the glow to communicate with other spiders. It's like a spider version of a flashlight conversation. If one spider turns its light on, others know to come over for a chat. So, the glow isn't just for show. It's their way of seeing, navigating, and even talking to each other. It's like a spider's personal nightlight, but they're way better at it. Okay, so the first myth is that glow-in-the-dark spiders use their glow to navigate. They're like little lanterns, right? But no, they're not actually using their glow to find their way around. They probably just use regular spider senses like sensing vibrations or following the walls. Their glow is more for attracting mates or scaring off predators, not for GPS. So, the myth is busted. Glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't using their glow for navigation. It's like saying a firefly uses its light to find its way home. Nope, It's more about attracting friends than directions. But hey, if they did use their glow for navigation, we'd have a whole new kind of spider tech. Imagine spiders with GPS and night vision. That would be a cool spider movie. So, the next time you see a glowing spider, just know it's not a superhero. It's just a regular spider with a fancy light show, and maybe a little bit of luck. So, some people think glow-in-the-dark spiders use their glowing bits like a compass or something. Like, I'm glowing, so I know where north is. But really, they just glow to scare off predators, not to read maps or navigate through the dark. It's not like they're like, oh, I see the moon, let's head that way. Some might say, well, maybe they glow to find mates. But no, that's more like a disco ball and a spider club. They're not trying to light up a party, they're trying to survive. In the end, glowing is just a flashy trick, not a navigation system. They still use the same tricks as other spiders' webbing, sensing vibrations, and maybe even a little bit of luck. So no glowing compasses, no glowing GPS. Just a bunch of spiders trying their best to survive, one creepy crawl at a time. You know that glowing thing on your ceiling? That's not a ghost, it's a glow-in-the-dark spider. Wait, no actually, it's probably just your ceiling. But hey, we're not here to talk about ghosts. But seriously, if you ever find a glowing spider in your bathroom, just know it's not a supernatural event. It's just a regular spider with some weird biology, like a glow stick in a sock. These spiders aren't just for Halloween. They're in your walls, in your cabinets, maybe even in your fridge. They're like the ghost of the spider world, but less spooky and more mysterious. So next time you see a glowing thing in your house, maybe it's not a haunted house. Maybe it's a spider with a glowing superpower, or maybe it's just a glow stick. Either way, it's weird. The real question is, are we all just glowing spiders in the dark, trying to find our way through life? Probably, but that's a whole other video. So I tried to find a glow-in-the-dark spider, but all I found was a regular spider that looked like it had a glow stick stuck to its back. It was like a spider with a neon tattoo. I thought, this must be it, but then it ran away. I guess it was scared of me and my flashlight. I tried to follow it in the dark, but I just ended up tripping over a chair and falling into a bowl of cereal. I think the spider laughed at me. I mean, it's not even real, but I felt it. I'm pretty sure it was mocking my glow-in-the-dark attempts. Then I realized, maybe I was looking in the wrong place. Maybe glow-in-the-dark spiders don't live in my apartment. Maybe they live in places that are super dark, like caves or something. I mean, how else would they see without light? I looked it up, and apparently some spiders do have glowing parts. They use bioluminescence, like fireflies, to communicate or find mates. But they don't glow in the dark the way we think. They glow in the dark the way a firefly glows in the dark, which is kind of magical but not super helpful for navigation. So maybe the real glow-in-the-dark spider is more like a spider with a flashlight in its belly. It doesn't navigate by glowing, it navigates by being a spooky little creature that's hard to see. I guess it's not about glowing, it's about being a creepy crawlies expert. So, imagine if a spider had a glow stick stuck to its belly and it was like, I'm not just glowing, I'm asterisk glow stick cloud asterisk glowing. These spiders aren't just glowing, they're glowing so hard they're basically a tiny disco ball in the dark. They're not just bright, they're asterisk super bright asterisk, like if a firefly had a power-up and said, I'm going full superhero. It's like the spiders saying, I'm not just surviving, I'm asterisk shining asterisk, and I'm not scared of the dark one bit. So yeah, some spiders are literally glowing so hard they're like, I'm not just glowing, I'm asterisk glow stick level asterisk. Okay, so the spider's like, I'm glowing, I'm gonna find my way home, but then the light goes out and it's like, wait, did I just die? Or did I just lose my GPS? It tries to follow the same path, but now everything looks different. It's like trying to find your way home in a maze with all the walls painted the same color. Then, out of nowhere, it spots a light. It's like, wait, that's my light. I'm now lost. I'm just confused but not lost. It dashes toward the light, but trips on its own web and ends up back where it started. Like, I'm not a GPS, I'm a spider. In the end, it just gives up and goes to sleep, because, honestly, who wants to navigate when you're a spider with a glow stick and a hangover? Say you're like, hey, spider, you're glowing in the dark. How is that not a total glow up? Well, turns out glowing is like putting a neon sign on your back, and the world is full of people who don't care about your light. You'd think the glow would help you find your way, but actually, it's like trying to navigate a dark room while holding a flashlight in your mouth. You can see, but it's not helpful if you're the only one with the light. So glowing is like being the only person in a room with a disco ball. You're shining bright, but no one's dancing. You're just a target waiting for someone to notice you. In the end, glowing is a trade-off. You're a light show, but you're also a walking advertisement for your own demise. So yeah, spiders, you're a little glow-in-the-dark disaster, and we all just hope you don't get caught. So, how did humans even figure out that glow-in-the-dark spiders use bioluminescence? Well, it turns out a bunch of scientists were like, hey, let's just look at these spiders in the dark and see what they do. They tried putting the spiders in pitch black rooms and watching them move around, but they couldn't see anything. Then someone said, wait, what if they're using their own glow to see? Like, a spider with a built-in flashlight. So they're not using moonlight or anything. They're just using their own glow to navigate, like a little light show. It's kind of like how some people use a glow stick at a party to find their friends. The whole thing is pretty cool. It's like nature's version of a built-in flashlight. And it turns out, these spiders are basically the original bioluminescent explorers, navigating the dark with no need for batteries. So yeah, scientists figured this out by being curious, using dark rooms, and basically watching spiders glow like they're in a horror movie. And that's how we learned that some spiders are basically glow-in-the-dark superstars. So, imagine if a spider got stuck in a blacklight party and forgot to bring glow sticks. It's like a disco ball in the dark, no one's dancing. No one's glowing, and the spider's basically lost in a void. But here's the twist. Some spiders actually glow in the dark, like tiny bioluminescent lanterns. So they're not just surviving in the dark, they're shining through it, like a disco ball made of spider silk. Quick word from our sponsor. If this sounds like something you enjoy, take a look at the Amazon Echo Def smart speaker. There's a link and a QR code on screen right now, and in the description below. Alright, back to it. But wait, what if the spider's glow runs out? Is it like a firefly that forgot its battery? Or is it like a glow stick that just got tossed into a trash can? It turns out, some spiders use their glow not just to see, but to communicate. Like a neon sign saying, I'm here, and I'm not a ghost. So, in the end, glow-in-the-dark spiders are like tiny disco balls with no rhythm, but they've got the light to show they're still alive. And that's pretty cool, even if it's weird. Before you go, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell us in the comments what you'd like us to make next. We read every single one. Thank you so much for watching.
Comment this emoji if you made it to the end.